Hi, welcome to the channel. If this is your first time here, welcome. For those of you who are returning, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Okay, so welcome to Tonae Star Enterprises. I am Tonae Star. And before we get started, because I do have a pre-message for you guys, and I'm going to give you that. Let's give some gratitude. First, I want to say Divine Creator Source, Infinite Intelligent, Creator of all things. Thank you for this moment. Thank you for allowing me to be present here with the collective and to give these messages. Thank you for this very present moment, ancestors, for our highest elevation and evolving. Thank you for your interconnectedness now in this reading as I now connect to receive the divine wisdom and insight. Be with me that I may speak with truth and integrity. Thank you for the clarity and the discernment that comes forth, the wisdom and the guidance. Thank you. Okay, so now that we've had that moment of inviting in the divine, there was a pre message, and I do still have it on the board here. So, the pre message is for some of you, there is some sudden changes. What could feel like tower moments. We have the tower here, clarifying the Four of Wands. So, for some of you, this has to do with a house, a marriage, a celebration. Some of you thought you would be celebrating with someone, and there was some sudden changes. Some of you have had some sudden changes that actually created stability for you, a firmer foundation, because now you're able to see who is offering equal give and take. The next one we have is the Six of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles is here, clarified with the King of Wands, the Seven of Swords, and the Fool. King of Wands, Seven of Swords, you see that? And the Fool. Okay, so for some of you, this is a fire sign. Leo, Aries, Sag. Doesn't have to be. Someone who just sees themselves as a leader, very ambitious, very passionate about what they do and how they do it, except that this person isn't very genuine. There's something very sneaky, very disingenuous about what it is that they're offering. For many of you, they're coming to offer you something, offer you a home, offer you something that supposedly feels stable. But really, for many of you, it's like they need your help. Six of Pentacles. But they're phrasing it as equal give and take, them offering you reciprocity, something that you need, you deserve, right? If you can see this Seven of Swords, that person has their fingers crossed. And so, for some of you, you know that when someone crosses their finger when they're speaking something, it's like they're not telling the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. There is some omission of truth because some people feel like if you don't ask all of the right questions, right? About the house, about the contract, for some of you, I get this energy that there's something, some kind of an agreement. If you're not asking all of the questions and it's quote unquote, take it as it resonates in the fine print, then it's not like they lied. They just didn't tell the whole truth. So for some of you, this is about an omission of truth, someone not speaking the entire truth, or someone just straight up being disingenuous and presenting you with an offer. This person could be the one that's in this tower energy where it feels like things are falling around down around them, but really the energy that I get is that this is someone who sees that you're able to hold it together in spite of everything that's going on around you. They're watching. Do you see that eye there? And they're seeing that even though there's sudden changes in your house, in the way that you live, in your and the things you celebrate doing, they're watching it and they're seeing how you're still able with the divine to keep the foundation together. So they're wanting to come in, Page of Pentacles here, with a message to offer you something. Look, I got this pentacle. I want to give this to you. Whether this pentacle represents, like I said, a contract, a house. For some of you, something about marriage. You could be in the middle of a divorce. Take it as it resonates. There's a lot of scenarios here. But again, this is that disingenuous energy because the moon is here clarifying the Page of Pentacles. So it's like someone's not being forthcoming. They're not exposing everything. They're just wanting you to see the, look at this big pinnacle that I have. No, 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 no. Don't worry that you can't see all of the fine print and everything that can happen after you take this offer. The moon is showing you some of it. I'm going to tell you what you need to know. I'm not going to tell you everything. This is the energy that this is giving. And then we have the devil card here as well. So you can see that there's someone that's like in the shadows, right? We just saw the moon card clarifying the pinnacle with the messages that they're speaking, that they're coming with. They want to tie you to something, right? And then with the devil card here, we have the Ace of Disc. So here's that new opportunity that's being offered. Here's that tangible thing, Page of Pentacles, right? Ace of Pentacles, something new. We have the Ace of Pentacles, the Six of Swords. Like this is going to make things easier for you. You're going to be able to have smooth sailing with this new opportunity that I'm presenting to you. But then there's the Ace of Swords. So it's like, I feel like many of you are going to know, you're going to feel it. But even if you don't, this devil energy is saying it's really to get you wrapped up in your head or to bind and tie you. But you see how the swords are facing down? So it's like, I feel like many of you already have clarity. You're able to see what's happening here in the shadows and you're able to float above it. But that's not what this person is hoping happens for you, right? Because we also have the Nine of Cups and the Prince of Cups here. So it's like they're going to come in with an apology like, look, I really do have this tangible offer that could really work for you, but this is all clarifying the devil. Okay? And then we have the Three of Swords clarified by the Page of Swords. So for some of you, this is past energy. This is someone you were either in a relationship with the Three of Swords and the Four of Wands being here. Someone you created a home with. For some of you, this is about a home. For some of you, it's just going to be heartbreaking for you to see through everything that this person is coming with. It's like mentally, Page of Swords here. They're willing to take the risk, but they're not even on your level because you're willing to dig into the shadows of the things that hurt you, where there were broken pieces, and bring them to the light. The things that were in your mind, even about this person. Many of you have already done this work, and this person doesn't realize that you walked away. Eight of Cups here, right? You walked away because of this Five of Swords, Princess of Cups energy. They didn't want you to see all of the things that they were doing to win. And now they're going to come in after you've walked away like, look, not only am I offering you this pinnacle, I'm offering you this cup. Like, I want to clear things up. And it's going to come like they're apologizing and wanting to work things out. But then we have the Judgment. So it's like many of you have made your decision, right? Judgment is here, and clarifying the Judgment, we have the Prince of Wands, the Ace of Cups, and the Three of Cups. The Prince of Wands, the Ace of Wands, and the Three of Cups. In this deck, the Fire, the Wands, these two have Phoenix on them. So many of you walked away. You felt like you had been buried, died, right? But now you're rising like a phoenix from the ashes, making clear decisions. Even the divine, for some of you, has made a judgment call on this. It's like, for some of you, judgment has been called on someone who took their spiritual gifts, use their wand of creation along with others. For some of you, this is a group with this Three of Disc here, and decided to do what they could to win at all costs, do what they could to bury you. And now the judgment is being called because of the way that the wand, the magic, the passion, the spiritual gifts were used with those who, for some of you, wanted to keep you off kilter, keep you off balance. Two of Pentacles here. Keep you juggling your finances. We have the Death card clarifying the Two of Pentacles. So there's a transformation that's happening for many of you with your finances. This transformation is happening to end the cycles of you having to feel off kilter, off balance about someone's disingenuine Seven of Swords here with the fingers behind the back options. It's almost like I get with this energy. It's like someone's going to come to you and say, I have something I want to offer you. And then it's coming with strings attached to it, is what I'm getting. And these strings aren't, for some of you, are things you've already cut off and cut out. And now it's like, how do they say, spinning the block? Hi, baby. How you doing? You feeling okay?
Yeah, my back is hurting.
Your back is hurting?
Yeah.
Hold on. Okay. Yeah, so that was a pre-message. Even though it feels like it was a little long, I felt like I needed to break that down for you guys and allow you to receive this message because it came through so very clearly. For some of you, there is someone that is going to quote unquote spin the block. For some of you, this is someone who you have had dealings with. It may not be an exact spin the block type of energy, but it is definitely someone who is being disingenuous. Seven of Swords here. They're not speaking the whole truth, or there is some omission of truth. This is someone who considers themselves a king of wands, and they are willing to use their wand. Use it metaphorically. For some of you, use it physically. Either way, when this offer comes, stay balanced. Allow what needs to pass or end to pass. And whatever you're able to transmute and alchemize to allow to be for your highest and greatest good, then do so. Many of you know that the cycle is over. We have the World card on the bottom of this deck. And then we have the Ace of Swords at the bottom of this one. So you know the truth, you've seen the truth, you're receiving the truth. And if there's any clarity that you need when it comes to any offers about a house, about a contract, about an agreement, don't be afraid to ask your ancestors and the divine for clarity, for discernment about any illusions, moon card here, that could be coming your way towards whatever this is, okay, for those of you who resonate with this. So that was a pre-message. Now, I also am going to do something a little different today. We will be receiving a message. I'm going to take it from another deck, but before we get into that, as I was meditating today and before I turned the camera on to grab these messages, I do have something. I'm calling this the Sacred 60 because you'll probably be seeing this, and this is a short. So, for the Sacred 60, um, there was a message that came through. Okay. Sacred 60. Keywords are energetic resonance, vulnerability, communication. Not just communication, not just with the written or the spoken word, but multidimensional messages. Communication beyond words. Some will call it telepathy. It are, there are messages that are heartfelt vibrations that are aligned with the mind, and the resonance creates ripples. Ripples that assist to messages that ripple to improve communication. It's about being vulnerable. And being vulnerable can be very difficult. Revealing the inner depth of self can be intimidating. But being truly honest with yourself to bring the broken pieces or the shadows into the light for healing, holding space for yourself, then being able to hold space for others. And holding space means being fully present without judgment. This space of no judgment creates a safe, nurturing environment where deeper levels of awareness and profound healing can take place. So that was our Sacred 60, and we're giving gratitude for the messages that come through, messages that can't sometimes be fully received with just the spoken and the written word. Those messages that come sometimes through the display of art or through music because it's coming from a place of your soul. Okay? So that was the Sacred 60. All right. Now, what I'd like to do now is get into our messages for today. Okay. And we're going to start with the Angels and Ancestors deck to grab the overall messages, see what the divine has for us today. Okay. Alrighty. What are the messages for the collective? What is the overall energy? What do we need to know? What do we need to receive clarity on? Thank you for the guidance, the clarity, and the insight. Okay. And this may go with the pre-message. It may not. This could be a totally different message. This could just be something that our ancestors or the divine want you to know. You'll know, you'll take it, allow your intuition to guide you, and just take the messages as they resonate. What are the messages you have for the collective today? We have enjoy growth and reap the rewards. Be brave and be honest. and exchange energy to create abundance. Okay, so some of this I do feel like goes with the sacred 60, because that was about being honest with yourself, honest enough to be vulnerable with yourself and with others, which can be intimidating. So when you're tapping into your courage and being brave enough to allow yourself to be vulnerable with self, it's like some of you are spiritual warriors. You see how he has the sword there in his hand? But there's also something very deep about this image, is that his eyes are closed and you can't see it here, but if you could look right there, he's got a tear that's coming down his eye. Now, there could be many reasons for that, but it shows that at some level, he's willing to tap into his emotions, his vulnerability. And then something else I never really noticed about this is there's a cup right back here behind him. Do you see that cup? Cups are all about the emotions. So some of you have been through some battles. And I get this energy that for a while, some of you may have taken some time to yourself. And it's like now you're ready to come out again. And when I say come out, it's like you're ready to come out of the shadows, for one, of the broken pieces, from whatever hurt this is, because tears are a way to cleanse the soul. So some of you have done some soul cleansing, and now you're ready to exchange energy with others in whatever way, whether this is emotionally, mentally, physically, spiritually. Whatever way you're connecting with others, you know that it's in a way where it's going to create abundance. So this abundance is going to allow many of you to enjoy the growth of being able to be vulnerable with yourself as well as with others. And this allows you to receive the rewards that ripple from the heart, is what I'm getting from many of you. Let's go a little bit deeper, grab some tarot, and see what this knight wants to say about being brave and honest. We also have the Veil of Shadows that came out from the Kuan Yin Oracle. And I'm going to read that because this is what I mean when I say coming out. The Veil of Shadows, it's like the shadows, the darker places. Many of you have been brave enough to go in, do the inner work, to tap into the shadow realms of your mind, of your heart, of your consciousness, of your subconscious, for many of you. Allowing more stability to come forth. 43, 4 and 3 is 7. That could be significant for some of you. Tell me about this be brave and honest with the knight here. What is the message that the knight has for the collective? What does he want them to know when it comes to being brave and honest? Be brave and honest with this knight. Clarify, be brave and honest. Many of you are going to have to be brave, being able to be vulnerable, because things are going to be moving very quickly. There's some communication that's coming in for you. For some of you, we have the Eight of Wands and the Knight of Cups. So Take it as it resonates. Either some of you are giving messages or receiving these messages, meaning you either are this Knight of Cups and there's something you want to say that you want to be brave and honest about, or you're going to be dealing with someone coming in a Knight of Cups energy. This could be happening very soon for many of you. This could also be online communication I'm getting here. There's messages though. Tell me about this trader of someone wanting to exchange energy with you. They want to create in some way. Tell us about this trader. What are they trading? Ace of Cups at the bottom here. Trader, exchange energy and create abundance. Clarify this energy. What does the collective need to know concerning the trader with exchanging energy to create abundance? Exchange energy to create abundance. There's that Ace of Cups. And the Empress. Okay. We have Trader clarified by the Empress and the Ace of Cups. So some of you are going to need to tap into that nurturing side of yourself, that very caring, compassionate side. The Empress is all about abundance in every area of life, not just in the material, but in the spiritual, in the emotions, in the mental, even nurturing your body, mind, body, and spirit. But definitely with the emotions here, we have the Knight of Cups and the Ace of Cups come out here. So there is this energy of care and compassion with this, but it's going to take being brave and honest. It's going to take being able to be vulnerable. I keep hearing that word. And I get it because I'm hearing someone say like it's not everybody that you can be vulnerable with, and that's very true. So that's where we tap into that spirit of discernment. And if nothing more, this for many of you is going to strengthen your spirit of discernment. Tell me about this enjoying growth and reaping rewards here. What do we need to know when it comes to enjoying the growth and reaping rewards? Clarify, lady. How will they get to enjoy growth and reap rewards? Tell us about this reaping of rewards with the lady. Clarify, lady. Enjoy growth and reap rewards. Okay. Anything else? I feel this one too. Ace of Swords at the bottom of this. So the first two that came out for lady with enjoy growth and reap rewards, I was going to say allow the things you've been holding on to dissipate, to end, right? This is also about having a transformation for many of you. Then we have the King of Wands come out here. But then the last card I pulled was the Seven of Swords. So some of you need to allow something to end with someone who's very, the word we used earlier, disingenuous, sneaky, always trying to be strategic, trying to hold on to your growth as you're reaping rewards. That's for some of you. For others of you, you're going to be able to put it in. Yeah, no, that's it. For any of you that may be dealing with the King of Wands, or you are this King of Wands, the way for you to enjoy growth or reap these rewards is, you see how this King of Wands has his back to this Seven of Swords? If you're dealing with someone who's being sneaky or strategic, or you are this person that's being sneaky or strategic or just straight up disingenuous, it's going to take you turning your back on that type of energy, whether it be from someone outside of you or it be you yourself. This is that energy of going within and doing the shadow work. This is that energy of using your discernment. Are you being honest and truthful with yourself, with the actions that you take? Are you evaluating those that you're trading energy with? Are they being disingenuous? Have they done the shadow work? Are they willing to do the shadow work? Those that we exchange energy with, they can either assist you with elevating and creating abundance, or they can stagnate you in that area. For many of you, things are moving very quickly. You still may have to do some shadow work about who you're connecting with, or why is it you're choosing to want to connect with certain people? Are you coming at it in a very honest way? These are questions we're all asking ourselves, because yes, we have this energy of sustaining for self, but why do we do some of the things we do? Is it benefiting all, or is it just about the self? Hmm, where is it? I want to read the Kuan Yin Oracle. Guess I'm not. Veil of Shadows. Oh, I see it. Hold on. Veil of Shadows. What is Kuan Yin saying to us today? The Veil of Shadows. It says, your soul Your soul lotus is blossoming, just like a plant that outgrows the pot in which it has been planted and requires more soil to spread its roots and continue growing. Your soul's lotus needs some more mud, some more water and earth energy so that it can grow and shine. In the spiritual worlds, all things serve, everything serves, including our darker emotions and parts of our bodies that we may not think are acceptable. They are actually good nourishment for the soul. The soul craves to love and be in love with all parts of you. Like a passionate divine lover, it wants to hold nothing back and become completely spiritually intimate with all aspects and parts of who you and all parts of you, whether you have thought they were lovable or not. This can be challenging because it can feel extremely uncomfortable to visit and consciously engage with those aspects of our personality and bodies that we have yet to really love and accept. Yet, this is what you're guided to embrace now. This process might be started by taking a class or engaging in a physical practice that honors the shadow part of you. If you have considered yourself an introverted person, it might be to begin to honor the counter side of this, the part that needs community and people. in order to thrive. If you consider yourself a quiet person, you might need to explore how you can find joy through sound, music, and energy. We had that trader with exchange energy, right? If you consider yourself a passionate person, King of Wands, you could benefit from finding the part of you that is peaceful and content in the moment with things exactly as they are right now. Empress, peaceful and content with things as they are right now. This interplay isn't about saying that who you are now is not enough. It is about acknowledging that you are that thing you believe you are not and finding a way to live it with consciousness and love. It is about delving into the parts of you that have been hidden in the veil of shadows, and now becoming ready to be revealed and lived as part of your beautiful and whole being that you are in truth. In particular, this oracle asks you to look at where you can nourish your emotional and physical life with more focus, perhaps through art, creativity, journaling your dreams, creating collages, engaging in dance, or other forms of movement. Your spirit needs it to thrive at this time. Okay, so some of you, as you're enjoying growth and reaping these rewards, you'll do so by tapping into the parts of you that you haven't been able to love. For some of you, if you know that you're a very passionate person and you don't mind being strategic about holding on or getting what it is that you want, you may find that if that's your forefront, then exchanging energy with someone who's more laid back, more, I don't want to say quiet. What's the opposite of passionate? Like, so, so it's the shadows, right? If you're very, I keep hearing demure. If you're very laid back, right? Confident, Empress is, but she's magnetic. She let things come to her. If you're in this energy, then you could benefit from having more passion and going after the things, the art, the fun, the joy, the music. If you're always the fun, I'm going to go out and get it no matter what type of person, you could possibly benefit on your shadow side by being more nurturing, more caring, more compassionate, taking a different route more than being more tactful in how you go about things. I don't get such a necessarily, let's just say there's a way to be strategic and then there's a way that hurts others when you're being strategic. Is it simply solely for self so that you can have what you want to hold on to? Because if that's the goal, then maybe you want to transmute that energy, transform it in that so that you're able to enjoy growth, reap rewards, being brave and honest enough to tap into your shadow and connect with others. And in an essence, I get that it's like the balance, right? You can be very passionate or you can be very passionate where you're very yang, or very compassionate where you're very yin. Either way, it takes the yin and the yang to balance it out. Now, these aren't exactly counterparts, but they are both leaders, okay? So this is about taking the lead to tap into your shadow energy And it's okay to exchange energy to create abundance, okay? So many of you are tapping into that energy so that you're able to continue to allow your soul to grow because it's asking for it at this time, so that you're able to reap rewards, so that you're able to have success with abundance. That 8 also represents abundant. We are still in the last of this 8 year, and you're asking yourself, for some of you, are you okay? Are you okay with exchanging energy? Are you okay with being brave and honest with yourself, tapping into those shadow parts of yourself, the parts that you maybe felt weren't as lovable? Because it's important for you, if you need help, to be able to ask for help. This is that energy of connecting with others to create abundance. Because for many of you, this is the end of the 8 year. It's time for you to move into the next year, right? As we're ending this year, where you're able to celebrate. Many of you have done a great job, and your spirit team, the Most High, is saying, job well done, right? You are awesome at the bottom of this deck here. So it's time to acknowledge your achievements, the big and the small, because the small wins create bigger wins, right? But it takes the acknowledgement and the gratitude for even the small wins, right? So many of you are now celebrating the small wins as well as the big wins. And a small win could be recognizing that you're able to start to love those parts of you that you didn't feel were lovable. You're able to remove the veil of the shadows, right? You're able to exchange energy with others, right? And what message do you have for her? Let's wrap this up. I'm going to grab one ancestor or two. We have creature of water with creative expression, and the shaman with trust the path. Card number 5, change and transformation, and card number 29, to allow cycles to end when it comes to partnerships and exchanging energy with others. So the motto for the shaman and trust the path, the declaration is, I honor my own beautiful path and connect to the divine. I honor my own beautiful path and connect to the divine. Setbacks are a part of growth, and the answer is do the right thing. You are way more than the present moment. There is a spiritual solution for every challenge. So some of you may feel challenged about loving certain parts of yourself, challenged about creatively expressing yourself. For some of you, this creative expression, the declaration is the declaration. The declaration is, I am a creative force. I am a creative force. Creative energy is all around you. Use your imagination to get unstuck so that you can have this success, enjoy the growth, and reap the rewards, and allow yourself to exchange energy to create abundance as you tap into this energy of being brave and honest. Okay, so that's been today's message. I want to thank you guys for joining me, Tonae Star, here with Tonae Star Enterprises. And remember to always shoot for the moon, and even if you miss, you are still amongst the stars. And to always, always, always let your light shine bright. Thank you for joining me.